Did you recover the relic? That was one of my ancestors. He refuses to recognize the threat facing us today. It's time to turn the tables on the Covenant. For that, you must buy me some time. I need time to prepare the ritual that will bring this to an end. We have to delay the Covenant troops to the south. Ask Holgan. He's commanding the defense of the West Gate. If you need a guide, speak to Garin.
My orders are to help you. Then we should go.
Fate hates me. I've been reviewing our defenses. It's not good. The Covenant is bringing up ballistae and siege ladders. Time to show them what we've got. Do? Burn those ballistae. Same for the ladders. Burn them to ash. I'll be leading a sortie from the gate. Meet us when you're done. It'll be glorious.
You have the Kwama cap? I will not touch it. Yet. Please, take a piece to each of my students. They understand what must be done, and they are ready. After that, meet me at the southern mustering camp. War has wounded this land. Now it is our turn to sacrifice, so the plain can heal. My students understand this, and are willing.
traveler. Yes, my body will perish, but my soul will become one with the trees of this place. The land will bloom again. Please!
I stand ready to assist Risa. Yes, and I am grateful. When we meet in the next world, tell me how beautiful the land became.
They are brave, my acolytes. Now it comes to me. Our blood will be the water, our bones the soil. I will make this gift, this sacrifice. Trees, plants, one day it will all bloom again. Blood is water, water is life. May the Hist embrace you.
Thanks, Stendar. You're with the guild? If the divines will it. The worms caught us off guard, but we made them pay in blood. Did Colors brief you on our contract? What we seek? As you say, there won't be an anchor here anytime soon, thanks to the two of us. I should be moving. We had word of another cell west of here, near Ebonheart. Here, if you please. Aleph, stay with our new friend. You two search these bodies, see if you can find anything of note. A pleasure meeting you, oh my comrade.
of meddling scum. The Red Guard's soul will fuel the Mortum Vivicus. Nothing you can do can stop it!
Dark Moons? What was that? That vision, a Dremora woman talking about Merrick. Why would she want my hapless companion? Aleph has no idea. Whoever she is no friend to the Guild or Merrick. It would seem so. This one cannot imagine the value of such a thing. Too shiny and dripping with pride. Just the same, we must warn him, and the Guild. Aleph will go after Merrick. Return to Seize All Colors. Tell her what you have seen. Go. Return to Davon's Watch quick as you can, comrade. Seize All Colors must know.
Before you cross me. Master Merrick, where are you?
No one keeps their forges. No one keeps their...
back so soon, comrade? A vision of a Dremora. This clouds the waters. The forces of Molag Bal must know more than we realized. What did she say? Nor do I, comrade. Interesting. Did she say anything else? Merrick, this dries my scales. Recruit, you must get to them. Aleph and Merrick are competent, but the Daedra are not to be trusted. Find them near Ebonheart. I will rally our forces here and investigate this Vivicus, whatever it is.
Do not know fear. Troll's blood. I've tried to teach them. The scamps do not by the soul of Iskramor. That's what I like to hear. It's the damned scamps. Without the lads in the way, they'd overrun us all. Scouts tracked them back to caves on the mountainside. We've got pickaxes, but it's nigh impossible to collapse a mountain and fight at the same time. We'll keep these scamps busy while you collapse the entrances. Don't worry, there should be plenty of fighting.
did you make it through the Daedra, stranger? We're having a damned hard time just holding back the tide. So you helped out Sergeant Yager all by yourself? That's the best news I've heard all day. If the lot of us don't die tonight, I'll buy you a drink.
I heard the horns. I saw the flames. Are you done? The damn skeevers tricked us, though. This was only a feint. They scaled the cliffs like damn mountain goats. Takes guts, I'll give them that. Get to the tombs. Tanvo's in there, performing his ritual. He has no idea what happened. Guard him until he's done. Iskramor!
More coming! Keep them away from father!
Summon you! Destroy the Covenant army! You there! I will cloak you in shadow. Enter the portal and witness our victory.
Destroy that thing. Hack it apart.
Ancestors preserve us.
Sarah! I've got a message for you. It's a message from Drathus Othral, the leader of the Dark Elf Quarter in Ebonheart. He sends his compliments, and he wants you to help the town resist a nearby Covenant invasion. No, he just needs you to talk. House Drez isn't popular. The Nords and Argonians in Ebonheart won't speak to him. And the other Dark Elf houses don't like the Drez much either. Convince the townspeople to work together. Then speak to Othral.
Have we been led into Era? The three keep you, traveler. Are you willing to risk heresy to save the soul of Ebonheart? The disciple of our tribunal temple has lost his faith. He says the three no longer speak to him. He sent me to pray for him at shrines to Olmalexia, Vivek, and Sothasil, just outside town. But I was driven away by a foul smell and angry Aelith. I don't know. The smell may have driven the beasts into a frenzy. Perhaps, if you'd be willing, would you burn these flowers at each shrine? If the three respond, tell Disciple Sildris. Perhaps that will restore his faith. I'll pray for an answer to your voice at the shrines. Praying for prayers. Perhaps Vivek will appreciate how circular that is. I don't know why Sildris thinks the three would abandon us. We have observed all the proper rites. These flowers, for one. Roland's tears, the rarest of the gold carnet and sacred to the three. It is a powerful offering.
Speak. All prayers are heard, not all are acknowledged. Every small cog drives a greater gear. Each is necessary, otherwise the whole collapses. When any cog shivers from the stresses on it, the master feels it, but the load he assigns it is no more than he knows it can bear. Wizard, mystic, master of the Clockwork City, an architect of time and a binder of oblivion, one who masters the tools that mastered others. Does this answer satisfy? Good. Seek. Learn. When you are prepared, find the master. He will be interested to hear your conclusions.
Another stranger swims into our wallow. I have no quarrel with you. We shall speak. But know that if you would help those trying to murder our Hist, I will speak with my teeth instead of my tongue. It's dying. It was never healthy. This isn't Black Marsh after all. So in the last few weeks, it's withered. We've learned that House Drez is poisoning it. It's not enough to have enslaved us for generations. Now they want to carve our hearts out. The best we can do is fertilize it. We're using mud crab meat wrapped in ashreed. Both are common around the quarter. We've also set guards around the tree to keep the Dunmer away. If you wish to aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather some of each and present them at the roots of our hist. Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Drez rowing out to our hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat. That's not hard to believe. Ravel Urano. My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to confront a dark elf, especially lately. We're far from Black Marsh. No, but it's not difficult to believe, is it? The Drez think we're little more than animals, but the Pact freed us. What they can't enslave, they destroy. The Drez have always regarded Argonians as little more than savage children. We needed to be civilized, so they uplifted us by putting us to work as slaves on plantations and in mines. No more. Now we speak beside them in the council.
What do you want? If you wish to aid us, gather the items I request.
shrines are outside the city, north, southeast, and southwest. Vivek's shrine is across the river to the southwest of Ebonheart. Almalexia's is to the southeast. The shrine to Sothasil is on an island north of the Argonian Quarter. Burn the flowers at each shrine. They're a rare variety of gold garnet called Roland's Tears, and are sacred to the three. I pray they hear you. The shrines are outside the city.
Things were easier.
What do you have there? We are allowing no one to approach the Hist, especially strangers claiming they wish to help us. We just caught a dark elf trying to poison the tree. Your words smell fair, but tasting is proof. Let me see what you have there. Yes, I erect the spine of apology. While you were away, we caught a dark elf defiling our Hist. Please, apply the fertilizer you've gathered to the base of our Hist. As long as I'm with you, the guards will let you through. One of our guards is escorting him to my lodge. He seems half mad. He was doing something to the tree, and apparently he is of House Drez. Let this one through. It's done. Meet me back at my lodge.
What is it?
It seems we have proof that the Drez are trying to murder our tree. While you were gathering mud crab meat and reeds, the guards caught him trying to harm our Hist. We can't get anything out of him but his name and house. Seems the rumors were true. House Drez is trying to murder our Hist. He was scratching at the bark, licking our tree. When the guard shouted at him, he dropped an empty bottle. Now he's very ill. The truth is as plain as the face of Masser. You may do as you wish, but his mind is boiling. His words skitter like a mud crab in a pan. You will gather no moisture from this one.
It's all connected. They're all connected. They hide it from us, but I can see it now. What did I do? What did it do to me? I see. I feel. I'm awake. I touched it. It smelled like flowers and black earth. It tasted like rain and summer wind and the deepest green. He said the tree's sap would be better than skooma. He was right. He said the Argonians might be angry. Do you think they're angry? To me, they always look angry. It's the teeth. He gave me the bottle, said it was for the tree. I thought it was skooma. I tasted it. It was bad. I fed it to a lizard. He didn't like it either. He died. The bottle broke. How can I fill it with sap? I never saw him before. I asked him for coin to get more skooma. He was a Dunmer. Someone called him Braville? Weeville? Wabberjack? Raville, that's it.
Ravel? I can't believe it. Ravel! Ravel Urano claimed he saw House Drez poison our history. Then he gave a bottle to this tree-licking waste of flesh. I smell worm scat. Someone has been playing us for fools, and I no longer believe it's House Drez.
Ah, my business partner. I've located another rare and valuable vintage here in Ebonheart. Are you willing to acquire it for me? There's a bottle of white gold tower here in Ebonheart. The war wizard who owns it retired to this town and opened an inn. Phadrasa Andrethi took the bottle off the battlefield. Now it's gathering dust in her private reserve. She was a decorated soldier in the Ebonheart Pact. Now she tends to guest at the Ebony Flask. Her Nightflower servants probably know her best. If you want to know how to get that bottle, talk to one. Just let me know what I can do to help. She used to serve in the Morrowind army as a war wizard. I think the explosions were too much for her. After she retired from service, she opened the Ebony Flask with Darvinil Sarvel. Not exactly, but then again, that's your side of this business, isn't it? My only advice is to talk to the Nightflowers at the inn. In their line of work, they learn all the best secrets. Just let me know what I can do to help.
Back with a cheer and a dance. Now lads all at once, now eagles advance. I ran,
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks, let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out. No, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an inn room. I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
His goal, the domination and enslavement of us all. The god of schemes, the prince.
Off with you, troll bait! You're ruining the show!
Captain of corruption. Of Tamriel, sows the seeds of destruction. The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh. Our world will disappear. The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh. Our doom is drawing near. Chains of darkness grip the land and draw it ever near to his nightmare cold harbor, where hope bows down to fear, tearing souls of innocence into eternal pain, while his Daedric minions sing praises of his name. The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh, as Moloch all commands. The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh, our doom is now at hand. women protect us till the end.
Could I interest you in a game of chance? I'm told I have terrible luck, but maybe today will be different. I don't hate her, but there's no love lost between the Nightflowers and Phadrasa. She regards us a necessary evil. She doesn't even partake of our talents. Plus, she's incredibly jumpy. My guess is she's caught one too many fireball blasts in the war. She still hates loud noises. There's an alchemist next door who's constantly testing flash powder and sulfurs. If she hears so much as a pop, she jumps right out of her skin.
How about a little game of chance? I have terrible luck, but that's bound to change, right? Lady Phadrasa. I don't care for her, actually, but the money here at the Ebony Flask is good. If it wasn't, Amula and I would have cleared out long ago. She's just too jumpy. They say the Arkaviri war made her twitchy. She's easily startled by the strangest things, like lizards. Those lizards infesting the Argonian quarter drive her crazy.
Hungry? I'll...
Our land-bound mates can till their fields, or fight behind their master's shields. But a seaman's free to sing and play.
Back to
over
the shadows,
seas
fiend.
and far away.
The Arkaviri are upon us!
Over the seas and over the lane.
To me, troops!
For I
Back, you devils!
the horn o'er the
Sorry,
main,
everyone.
the
I
Lord's
lost myself for a moment
command, and
there.
we obey. Over the seas and far away. A sailor lives a happy life, free of land-bound's toil and strife. The soil he tills will be his grave, over the seas and far away.
We don't serve Ashlanders here. The Dres have suggested we shouldn't take their money.
Just so you know, we don't...
Hearties I foretell. We turn to port with loot to sell. Our coffers fill with gold today. Over the sea.
Excuse us. This is a private matter.
Forget everything you've seen here.
Over the lane. For I ran at horn o'er the main. The Lord's command, and we obey. Over the seas and far away.
Interested in a room?
to the shadows, fiend! The Akaviri are upon us! To me, troops! Back, you devil!
What's that distinctive bottle I see peeking from your pack? Masterfully done. Truly a procurement worthy of praise and reward. It's an honor and a privilege doing business with you, friend.